Archangel Michael says, it's only for you. 5 minutes left, there will be massive changes in your life. If you ignore this, I will never help. Open it quickly. My beloved child, this moment did not arrive by accident. You did not press play randomly, and you are not here because of curiosity alone. You are here because something has been set in motion, something unseen yet powerful, something that has been quietly aligning around your life. Time feels different right now, doesn't it? As if the air itself is holding its breath. I need you to listen with your heart, not just your ears, because what is unfolding is deeply personal. This message is wrapped around your name. Every delay you endured, every silent tear, every unanswered question has been counted. Something huge is waiting for you. Not tomorrow, not someday far away, now. Stay with me, because the next moments matter more than you realize. There is a shift happening beneath the surface of your life, even if your eyes cannot yet see it. What once felt stuck is beginning to loosen. What once resisted you is starting to move. You may feel a strange pull in your spirit, a sense that something important is about to break open. That feeling is not imagination. It is preparation. You are standing at the edge of a change that does not announce itself loudly, but when it arrives, everything looks different. The doors you thought were closed forever are not locked, they were waiting for the right moment. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is closer than your next breath. Do not let this moment slip past you like all the others. Still your thoughts. Slow your heart. Let this message settle into you. You have been protected more times than you know, redirected more times than you noticed, and strengthened in ways that only make sense now. What is coming will not overwhelm you. It will confirm you. You will look back and understand why the waiting was necessary. Hold on just a little longer. Stay present. Stay open. Something huge is waiting for you, and the change it brings will mark the beginning of a completely new chapter in your life. Listen carefully now, because the atmosphere around your life is shifting in ways you cannot ignore anymore. The silence you felt was not absence, it was alignment. Every pause, every delay, every moment where nothing seemed to move was quietly positioning you for what comes next. You were being prepared, strengthened in hidden places, taught endurance without explanation. Right now, unseen forces are rearranging circumstances in your favor. Conversations are about to change tone. Opportunities are about to appear without warning. What felt ordinary is about to carry unusual weight. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already moving toward you. You may notice signs increasing around you, small confirmations, repeated thoughts, sudden clarity where confusion once lived. These are not coincidences. They are signals that the season you endured is reaching its conclusion. The pressure you carried was not meant to crush you, it was meant to shape you. What comes next will not look like what you imagined, but it will feel unmistakably right. You will sense peace even before full understanding arrives. Do not rush ahead or doubt yourself now. This moment requires awareness, not fear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive in a way that leaves no room for doubt. Hold your focus here. Do not scroll past this moment as if it were ordinary. There is a reason your attention was drawn right now, at this exact time. The next phase of your life does not begin with noise, it begins with recognition. Recognition that you are ready. Recognition that what you asked for has been heard. Recognition that the shift has already started. You will soon realize that what you thought was the end was only the final test before breakthrough. Stay steady. Stay open. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it fully unfolds, you will know this message reached you exactly when it was meant to. The moment after waiting is always the quietest, and that is where you are now. Right before everything changes, life often feels strangely still, as if the world itself is pausing to watch what happens next. Do not mistake this calm for nothingness. This is the breath before movement, the space before impact. You have crossed a line without realizing it. The version of you that doubted, that questioned whether anything would ever shift, is already behind you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is closer than you think. What is coming will not arrive through chaos, but through clarity. You will suddenly understand why certain people drifted away, why some plans collapsed, why certain doors never opened no matter how hard you pushed. Those endings were not punishments, they were protection. The path ahead requires a lighter load, sharper focus, and a stronger sense of who you are. That is why the old had to fall away. Pay attention now, because the next signs will be subtle but powerful. A message. A thought that won't leave. An unexpected opening. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will feel both surprising and familiar at the same time. Do not underestimate yourself in this moment. You were chosen for this shift because you can carry it. Others might have broken under the pressure you survived quietly. Others might have turned back where you kept going, even when hope felt thin. The change ahead is not meant to impress others, it is meant to restore you. You will walk into rooms where your presence matters. You will step into decisions that finally make sense. The weight you carried will begin to lift, not all at once, but enough for you to breathe again. Stay attentive. Stay grounded. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it arrives, you will realize that this was the exact turning point your life needed. Right now, something inside you already knows that this is not just another message. You feel it in the way your attention sharpened, in the way your thoughts slowed down as you stayed here. This is the crossing point, the space between what was and what is about to be revealed. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly on time. The pressure you felt building was not meant to scare you, it was meant to wake you up. Something huge is waiting for you, and the closer it gets, the more everything else begins to fade into the background. Very soon, events will start lining up in a way that feels impossible to ignore. A realization will land suddenly. A decision you avoided will become clear. A door you stopped knocking on will open without effort. Do not rush to explain it or question it too deeply. Some moments are meant to be received, not analyzed. What is unfolding is bigger than a single answer or a single win, it is a redirection of your entire path. You will notice your confidence returning quietly, not loudly. You will feel steadier, as if something has finally settled into place. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will bring a sense of rightness that cannot be forced or faked. This is the point where you stay alert and present. Do not let distraction steal what awareness is trying to give you. You have been trusted with this moment because you are capable of handling what comes next. The change ahead will not shout, it will arrive with certainty. You will look back at this exact time and recognize it as the moment everything began to turn. Hold your ground. Keep your focus. Let the shift complete its work. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it fully arrives, you will understand why you were guided to stay until now. Now the movement becomes impossible to deny. What once felt like distant possibility is starting to take shape in your reality. You may not see the full picture yet, but you can feel the direction changing. Your instincts are sharpening. Your inner resistance is softening. This is the stage where hesitation tries one last time to pull you back, but you are no longer the same person who started this journey. You have grown into the capacity required for what comes next. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is approaching with intention. You will notice that your reactions are changing. Situations that once drained you no longer hold the same power. Words that once unsettled you lose their grip. This is not accidental, it is evidence of transformation already underway. You are being moved into alignment with a life that fits you better, one where effort feels purposeful instead of exhausting. Pay attention to what suddenly feels lighter and what no longer belongs. These signals are guiding you forward. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is clearing space before it fully enters. Stay steady in this moment. Do not rush to announce, explain, or prove anything. Some breakthroughs are meant to be protected while they form. Let the shift finish its work within you. Trust the calm replacing the urgency, the clarity replacing the confusion. Very soon, you will step into a situation that confirms everything you sensed during this time. When that happens, you will understand why you were asked to stay present, to listen closely, to not walk away. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is the final stretch before it becomes real. What happens next will feel almost effortless compared to what you have already endured. That is how you will know the shift is real. Struggle was never meant to be your permanent state, it was a passage. Now you are moving from survival into stability, from questioning into knowing. You may wake up with a strange sense of calm, or notice a quiet confidence settling into your thoughts. This is not coincidence. It is the result of alignment finally taking hold. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to who you have become. You will begin to recognize opportunities without chasing them. The right words will come at the right time. The right choices will feel natural instead of forced. Even when challenges appear, they will no longer shake your foundation. You have learned how to stand without constant reassurance. That strength was built deliberately. Watch closely, because the next opening may look simple on the surface, yet it will carry the power to redirect your future. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive through clarity, not chaos. This is where trust replaces urgency. You no longer need to run ahead or look behind. Stay present with what is unfolding now. The confirmation you have been waiting for will not shout, it will resonate. You will feel a deep inner yes before the outer details appear. Let that be enough. You are not missing anything. You are stepping into it at the exact moment you are ready. Something huge is waiting for you, and from here forward, the path begins to open in ways that finally make sense. The shift is no longer forming in silence, it is beginning to show itself through movement. You may notice momentum building where there was once hesitation. Things start responding faster. Answers come without force. This is the stage where alignment becomes visible, not just felt. You are being carried forward by timing that is precise, not rushed. Nothing is being taken from you now, only added, only restored. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is unfolding step by step. You will feel a growing sense of certainty about what belongs in your life and what does not. Decisions that once felt heavy will become simple. You will stop second-guessing the path that feels right. This clarity is a sign of readiness. The future opening before you requires confidence grounded in experience, not impulse. You earn this awareness through patience and endurance. Stay alert, because the next development may appear ordinary, yet it will hold extraordinary consequence. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving through simplicity. Remain grounded as the changes continue. Not everything needs a reaction. Some shifts are meant to be observed, not announced. Let stability anchor you as new possibilities appear. You are not stepping into the unknown without preparation, you are stepping into what has been preparing for you. The sense of relief you feel is the signal that the direction is correct. Keep moving forward with calm assurance. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is the moment where trust carries you the rest of the way. What is unfolding now is subtle but decisive. You may not feel excitement rushing in all at once, but you will feel certainty settling deeper than emotion. This is the kind of change that lasts, the kind that reshapes your life quietly but completely. You are no longer being tested in the same way. The lessons have already done their work. Now comes application. Now comes movement with purpose. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to your readiness, not your fear. You may notice that the people around you begin to respond differently. Your presence carries more weight. Your words land more clearly. This is not because you are trying harder, it is because you are aligned. When inner conflict fades, outer resistance follows. Pay attention to the moments that feel unexpectedly smooth. These are confirmations. The path ahead is not meant to be forced open, it is meant to receive you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is recognizing you as you step forward. Do not rush this phase. Let it unfold naturally. Stability is forming beneath your feet, and from that foundation, expansion becomes safe. The clarity you hold now will protect what comes next. You will soon realize that the waiting, the silence, and the pressure were not delays but preparation. Everything is beginning to move in your favor at the right pace. Stay present. Stay aware. Something huge is waiting for you, and this chapter is setting the tone for everything that follows. Now you are entering the phase where confirmation replaces anticipation. What you sensed is beginning to show results, not as a sudden storm, but as a steady unfolding. You may catch yourself thinking differently, expecting better outcomes without forcing optimism. This is inner alignment turning into lived experience. The weight of uncertainty is lifting, and in its place comes direction. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is revealing itself through consistency, not surprise. You will notice that what once felt complicated is becoming clear. Paths separate naturally. Choices simplify. You are no longer pulled in multiple directions at once. This focus is intentional. The next stage of your life requires presence, not distraction. Watch how unnecessary noise fades and meaningful opportunities remain. These shifts are not random, they are responses to the growth you completed quietly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is matching your clarity with its own. Remain patient with the process, even as things improve. Lasting change builds itself layer by layer. You do not need to hurry or prove anything. Let what is forming solidify. Very soon, you will step into a moment that feels like recognition, as if life itself is acknowledging your readiness. When that happens, you will understand why this path could not open earlier. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is the stage where it begins to feel real in your everyday life. This is the stage where momentum becomes undeniable. What once felt like effort now feels like flow. You may not even realize how far you have come until you look back and see how different your reactions, choices, and expectations have become. This is not luck, it is alignment in motion. The path ahead no longer resists you because you are no longer moving against yourself. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to this inner harmony. You will notice timing working in your favor in small but meaningful ways. The right moment appears just when you are ready. The right conversation happens without planning. These are not accidents. They are confirmations that you are moving in the correct direction. Trust the ease without questioning it. Ease does not mean unearned, it means prepared. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving through doors that open smoothly, not by force. Stay grounded as momentum builds. Do not rush to the finish line or look for instant results. What is unfolding is designed to last. Let each step settle before taking the next. Confidence will grow naturally as outcomes begin to match your inner knowing. You are not chasing change anymore, you are walking with it. Something huge is waiting for you, and this phase is teaching you how to carry it with steadiness and grace. You are now standing in a space where trust becomes action. Not blind trust, but the kind built from everything you have already lived through. Your instincts are sharper because they have been tested. Your patience is stronger because it was stretched. This is why the next steps feel calm instead of chaotic. You are ready to move without fear of misstep. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes the strength you carry quietly. You may begin to feel a deeper sense of ownership over your life. Decisions feel personal, not pressured. You are no longer seeking permission to become who you already are. This shift is powerful because it changes how the world responds to you. When certainty replaces doubt, resistance fades. Pay attention to the moments when you feel steady even in uncertainty. That steadiness is your signal. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is aligning with this new confidence. Do not underestimate this phase simply because it feels peaceful. Peace is not the absence of movement. It is movement without inner conflict. What comes next will build on this foundation. You are stepping into a rhythm that supports growth rather than draining you. Stay present. Stay aware. Something huge is waiting for you, and this calm strength is exactly what will carry you into it. This is where clarity settles so deeply that it no longer needs reassurance. You are not looking for signs as desperately now because you have become one. Your presence, your decisions, your calm way of moving through situations all reflect an inner shift that cannot be undone. What once felt fragile has become stable. What once felt distant has come within reach. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is aligning with the person you have grown into. You may notice that your priorities are changing. What used to matter intensely begins to lose importance, while what truly supports your growth comes into focus. This is not loss. It is refinement. Your energy is being preserved for what deserves it. Watch how your time starts to feel more meaningful, how your choices feel more intentional. These are signals that you are stepping into a more aligned version of your life. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires this level of clarity to be received fully. Allow this stage to anchor you. There is no rush here, only precision. Each step you take now builds something sustainable. You are no longer reacting to life, you are responding with awareness. Very soon, you will experience a moment that confirms everything you sensed during this journey. When it arrives, it will feel natural, not shocking. Something huge is waiting for you, and this grounded clarity is preparing you to hold it with confidence. You are now approaching the point where anticipation gives way to realization. What you once imagined as distant is beginning to feel reachable, almost familiar. This is the phase where alignment becomes personal, where you recognize yourself in the life unfolding around you. You are no longer asking whether change is coming, you are noticing how it is already here in quiet, steady ways. The inner resistance that once slowed you down has dissolved, replaced by a calm readiness. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to your willingness to step forward without fear. You may feel a subtle but powerful shift in how you relate to challenges. Instead of tension, there is strategy. Instead of doubt, there is perspective. You are no longer overwhelmed by what lies ahead because you trust your ability to handle it. This confidence did not appear overnight, it was built through endurance, reflection, and growth. Pay attention to how solutions come more easily now, how clarity replaces confusion. These are not temporary states. They are signs that you are moving in alignment with what is meant for you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is meeting you at this level of maturity. Stay steady as the final pieces begin to align. This is not a moment for rushing or retreating, but for presence. The next development may feel simple on the surface, yet it will carry lasting impact. You will recognize it not by noise or urgency, but by certainty. When it arrives, there will be no need for convincing, you will know. This is the chapter where preparation turns into experience. Hold your focus. Trust the process that brought you here. Something huge is waiting for you, and you are now fully ready to step into it. You are now in the space where awareness becomes power. Nothing feels accidental anymore, and nothing feels wasted. Even the moments that once confused you now carry meaning. This is the phase where everything begins to connect, where the path behind you explains the direction ahead. You are no longer standing on the edge, you are stepping forward with intention. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to this level of clarity. You may notice a quiet confidence shaping your days. You move differently. You speak with more certainty. You no longer chase validation because you have found alignment. This inner stability is changing how opportunities approach you. What once required effort now feels natural. What once felt distant now feels close enough to touch. Pay attention to what feels aligned rather than impressive. That distinction matters now. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive through authenticity, not pressure. Remain grounded as the final alignment takes place. You are not meant to rush into the next chapter, you are meant to enter it whole. Let each confirmation settle before moving forward. Very soon, a moment will arrive that feels like recognition of your growth, your patience, your readiness. When it does, you will understand why this journey unfolded the way it did. Something huge is waiting for you, and you are standing exactly where you need to be to receive it. This is the moment where everything you have sensed begins to settle into certainty. There is no longer a question of whether things will change, only an awareness that they already have. The path ahead feels clearer because you are clearer. You are not waiting to become ready anymore, you are ready now. The strength you carry is quiet but unshakable, built through everything you endured without applause. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving in response to who you are now. You may feel a deep sense of calm confidence as you move forward. Not excitement that fades quickly, but assurance that stays. This is the kind of confidence that does not need to announce itself. You trust your timing. You trust your judgment. You trust the process that shaped you. Watch how life begins to meet you with less resistance and more cooperation. These moments are confirmations that alignment has been reached. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is unfolding with precision. Stay present as this chapter completes its work. There is no rush, only readiness. The shift you have been moving toward is no longer forming, it is here. From this point on, your choices will reflect clarity instead of fear, purpose instead of pressure. You are stepping into a season that matches your growth and honors your patience. Something huge is waiting for you, and now, you are fully prepared to walk into it with confidence and calm. What unfolds next will feel natural, as if life is finally speaking your language. You will not need dramatic signs to believe anymore, your inner knowing will be enough. This is the phase where you move forward without constantly looking back for confirmation. The questions that once circled your mind lose their urgency because answers are already forming through experience. You are no longer being shaped by uncertainty. You are shaping your direction with awareness. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is aligning with your steadiness. You may notice that your sense of self feels more complete. You are not divided between who you were and who you want to be. That integration is powerful. It allows you to act without hesitation and choose without regret. Situations that once felt intimidating now feel manageable, even familiar. This ease is not complacency, it is mastery. You have learned how to move with clarity instead of force. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is meeting you at this level of confidence. Remain open as the final confirmations appear. They may arrive quietly, through a decision that feels right or an opportunity that fits without struggle. Do not dismiss these moments because they feel calm. Calm is the signal that you are aligned. The journey that led you here has done its work. From this point forward, you walk with intention, not anticipation. Something huge is waiting for you, and you are stepping into it exactly as you are meant to.